A warning for parents tonight. Teens can buy professional tattoo kits online with no age verification.
Western Mass News is getting answers on the potential safety concerns. Our own Sloan Wick ordered one and took it to an expert.
That's the sound of forever. And forever. And forever. Bat tattoos are such a common thing, we didn't even have to leave the building to find someone getting theirs removed.
I was like, wow, this is a lot bigger and a lot darker than I originally thought it was going to be, and I kind of immediately regret it.
That's Nicole Olberg, one of our salespeople who's been getting tattoos since 18 years old.
When you couldn't have told me, like, you'll regret that one day.
Her experience isn't unique. In fact, it could be getting more and more common.
The answer why is literally at our fingertips. I hopped on Amazon and less than 24 hours later had this on my doorstep. Real ink, real needles, real tattoos. I didn't have to prove how old I am or even have a tattoo license. Now, when you look at something like this, all you need to get it is 24 hours, $26, and some pretty bad judgment.
I wouldn't really touch most of this stuff myself.
We took the amateur kit to a pro.
This is probably one of the more sketchier things to me.
Yeah, what's sketchy about it?
Well, inks should be bought from a reputable dealer. These here, it's possible to know the quality of the ingredients.
Patrick Dumas has been tattooing for over 20 years. It's pretty safe to say he knows his stuff, but that wasn't always the case.
If you were to, as an expert, compare the quality of that first tattoo to the one you did yesterday, how would the quality line up?
It would be a big difference. Yes, a lot much more experienced, much more steady.
Steady and sterile, which matters a lot for needles.
You would never want to reuse them. Something that a self-taught person may not be all that aware of, or maybe they won't even care.
Fortunately, this is just practice skin, but on real skin, the CDC says it can have real risks. Hepatitis B and C, even HIV. Dumas tells Western Mass News it can lead to permanent scarring.
Well, if it's sticking out too much, that can be dangerous. Ooh, now that I've wrapped it up, though, I can't really twist the tip to change the depth. So that's kind of a problem.
I did like a stick and poke in high school, but that one faded because it was like way too painful. It was like really morbid and gross, but it's also like how deep and how many times you have to do it.
But even that is nothing compared to getting the ink out.
Getting them removed is 10 times, 100 times more painful than that, and you have to go so many times over again.
Painful for your skin and wallet.
This one is $500 every time I have to remove it, and they said it's like between 6 and 8 times that you have to go back.
Which might be your only option if you can't get a cover-up.
Sometimes there's not much you can really do. You're not really going to get anything that nice looking at the end of the day.
There's certain mistakes that you make that don't have reversible consequences. Like, praise God, I can go and I can get these tattoos removed. But if you've got an infection and you lost a finger, you lost something, like, that's not something that you can come back from.
Especially if it's a special finger, which is what she's looking at.
There's no going back. And it's the hand. I recently got engaged in January, and I just don't like the look of it at all.
If you could go back to 17-year-old Nicole before you got any tattoos, what would you tell her?
I'm not against them. I still have other tattoos that I'm not removing. There's no amount that you can say to someone for them to understand unless it's been that lived experience. So now I'm just paying for the consequences of what I did to myself.
Sloan Wick, Western Mass News.
Per Massachusetts law, you have to be at least 18 to get a tattoo legally without parental consent. If the minor uses the kit, the seller may be held liable for facilitating an illegal act and practicing body art without a license. We reached out to Amazon last Thursday morning. A spokesperson said she may not meet our story deadline, but they would investigate it, quote, internally and take appropriate action. She asked us to send an example of a tattoo kit that's being sold without any age verification. We sent her the one used in this story, and she confirmed she received it. Since then, we've followed up twice with no response, and the listing for the kit is still up.